welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and it is time for another Tuesday Toss-Up. Yeah, it's time for another Tuesday Toss-Up. You guys know the drill. Bill poured me a blind of two things. I gotta pick a winner. I'm gonna tell you what I think, what I like, what I don't, and then I'm gonna decide. Well, I just said that. I'm gonna decide which one I like a little bit more, and then we're gonna find out what they are. So here we go. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Now let's do this. Cheers to you. There we go. That was a little bit better. Oh, that's glass number 2. Don't want to start with glass number 2. All right, let's start over here with glass number 1. Got glass number 1. Let's do this. Ooh, yeah. I'm super excited. I'm always a little nervous too because I never know what I'm getting myself into. So I'm always like, could be bad, could be good. So far, Bill's been really nice to me in these. He hasn't poured me anything bad. He usually pours me things I like that I might compare. So I'm excited to see which one is which. Now, here we go. Without further ado, glass number 1. Whoa. So on glass number 1, right away, notice a really nice dark color. I get some sweet vanilla, some oak, caramel. It smells brown, a little bit of brown sugar. Kind of smells like you're sitting on like a wooden, what are those things called? A wooden teeter-totter. Even like maybe the tiniest little hint of orange peel. Yeah. Strangely enough, it kind of reminds me of Orange Pledge, but not in a bad way. Not like a overly orangey. It smells good. It smells nice. Now let's see what it tastes like. Oh. That was just like, it just sailed across my tongue. Like very, very balanced. Very just smooth is a terrible word for that, but that is just like very balanced and very just, obviously this is a very old whiskey. Like, it's an old bourbon for sure. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. A little bit of chocolate, vanilla, tobacco leaf, oak. Not overly sweet, not overly bitter, not overly oily, not overly dry. Just very balanced all the way through from the beginning to the end of the palate. Creamy. Oh yeah. Like a little bit of cream soda vibe, but not without the effervescence, right? This is not giving me like any tingly on my tongue. It's more like just super balanced. And definitely oak. Definitely a good amount of oak, just not overly oaked. Not too oaked, if that makes any sense. Yeah, glass number 1 is really good. Holy moly. It's good. All right. Moving on to glass number 2. Whoa. This one is also super oaky. On the nose, this one smells like a little bit, like the other one had like the light orange-ish vibe to it. This one smells darker. Like this one is like brown sugar, vanilla, like French vanilla, tobacco leaf, caramel. I like the way this one hits my nose a little bit better, I think. It just smells really, really nice. Again, it's very balanced. Has a good amount of like complexity on the nose. But yet it's so balanced. And it smells like you want to take a bite into it, but smells good. Very good. Yum. That's really good. Okay. Now let's taste it. Whoa. That's actually a lot different on the palate. Like it's sweeter. It's more the oak is intertwined in there, but it's not like, it's definitely this oily. It's very oily on the tongue. And actually you can tell that just by looking at the glass, right? Glass number 2 has a lot of legs going on. Glass number 1 is kind of dry. Like it doesn't, the legs just kind of fall down a little bit. The glass number 2 is super oily. I can definitely taste that on my tongue too. Sweeter, but not too sweet. I really like that. Caramel, vanilla, just like a good, classic, rich bourbon with some age to it. Not overly oaked, not bitter. It's just really, really nicely balanced. Really like it. Okay, you guys. That wasn't too hard for me because I really think I like glass number 2 over glass 1. Just like, let me go back to glass number 1 again because I don't want to make a decision too hastily. But right off the bat, I liked glass number 2 over glass number 1. Let me go back to glass number 1. It's giving me like a orange, like a light orange chocolate toffee, leathery vibe. Like burnt brown sugar. Glass number 2. Yeah, glass number 2 over glass number 1. That is my final answer. Glass number 2, glass number 1. I'm going with glass number 2. Now let's figure out which ones these are. So, I'm going to tell you what glass number 1 is first because I like glass number 2 better. So, glass number 1 is, oh my gosh, I was right. I was right about the age. This is Knob Creek 18. Glass number 1 is Knob Creek 18. Now let's find out what glass number 2 is. Elijah Craig 18. Holy freaking moly. Wow. Holy moly. These are both super great. I really enjoyed both of them, but I think overall, I mean, I picked Elijah Craig 18 and I like it overall. Glass number 2 over glass number 1. Elijah Craig 18 over Knob Creek 18. Wow. That's a great one. Like, I'm gonna just carry these off and drink them for the rest of the night because they're both super, super freaking delicious. Now, if you've tried both of these, tell me what you think in the comments. Wow, I freaking love these Tuesday toss-ups. If you like it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, you know, leave a comment, tell me what you think. It helps, it really does help. As always, I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. I'll be back with another Tuesday toss-up next week and so much more of The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, and I'll see you next time.